What's up, y'all? This is Cash Sports, and today we've got a topic that is always trending in the sports world: Los Angeles Lakers. So, Patrick, what you got?
So, I was watching First Take the other day, right? And Stephen A. Smith was alluding to something really important with the LA Lakers. And not gonna lie, he got pretty riled up about how the organization was being run and who ultimately was making basketball decisions. So he was bringing up a bunch of names like, is it Jeannie Buss? Is it Kirk Rambis? Is it Linda Rambis? Is it Rob Pelinka? Like, bottom line, who is making decisions for the LA Lakers? Like, real talk here. You know what I mean? Like, it's for the past couple years since Jeannie Buss has taken over the Lakers organization from her brother, there's been kind of a power flop, or there's been power or basketball decisions being thrown around about who's making decisions and who's getting what and who's getting who, and it's just not working out. You know, the Lakers only seem to be working out right now is because they have LeBron James, one of or if not the greatest player of all time. And then so that's why you had Magic, who was there as president for the Lakers, having him like, I don't want to be here anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, and a big part of that was like him pointing out that you'll have a guy who's part of the finance department come and tell Magic, yeah, we're not drafting this guy. We're not taking this guy. We're drafting this guy. Like, who the hell is a guy from the finances department telling Magic Urban Johnson who to pick up, what player to draft? Like, that's messy, bro. That's real messy.
For sure.
And then so now that you have LeBron James, and I can almost understand why Rob Pelinka would go down the route to get Russell Westbrook because of LeBron James. You know, he trusted him. He did think that, okay, you know what? LeBron knows what he's doing. He can play with other players, and it'll work out. But you as the GM now, you've played that card, and it's burning to the ground. You've built that house, and it's burning to the ground. Because now you're being faced with the consequences for signing Westbrook. You didn't want to hire Tyronn Lue because you wanted to pay him minimum wage. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then you wanted to pick like his ball boy or something like that. He couldn't pick the water boy or something like that. And so now the Lakers seem to be in real trouble in these coming years. LeBron's not going to be there forever. AD is injury prone. Russell Westbrook is set to pick up his $40 million option next year as a player. So a player option, players are going to take up their money, their $40 million. It's very rare players are going to decline their deals, especially if they know that they're making that type of money. And then LeBron wants to play with his eldest son in the NBA eventually. And so are the Lakers positioned to do that? No, because they have no draft picks, because they gave up AD. They gave up Westbrook. So then they ultimately have nothing. And then you can't place your franchise into Anthony Davis because he's too injury prone. You get what I'm saying? So the Lakers they're in real big trouble. They're in real big trouble. And so that being said, they might need to trade some players.
Oh, they will. Like Stephen A. Smith said also in that interview that the only reason the Lakers are relevant right now is because of their history. Well, and their reputation from that history.
And with that history, which is why they try to run it like a company. They try to have so many different people and it's like they're trying to have so many different board members on that team, and they're coming to a decision as a whole when they just needs to be just one guy making those decisions. One guy that knows all and can give the stamp and the go-ahead to be like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to take this player. I'm going to accept this player. He's going to make it work. LeBron can't just play with any other player. He needs to play with shooters, and he needs to play with defenders. Other than that, LeBron can't play with a lot of ball dominant players, high usage players, especially somebody who's shooting bricks. You get what I'm saying? So the Lakers are in serious trouble.
They are.
They're in serious trouble. And so they're not winning a championship this year. Throw that out the window. It's not happening. And next year, depending on who they pick up, and if they can get off this Russell Westbrook deal or find a way to make it work, then there'll be hope that they can get to a conference final. But I don't see the Lakers going far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't see them going to a championship, a conference championship. I don't see AD staying healthy, which is still fixable. I can see AD getting better because I don't see his talent and his skill disseminating. But he needs to be on the court, and that's the only way the Lakers are going to work. Have a good day, guys.